That might have done it. No. God damn.
Oh, I did. I heard you.
Did it?
I heard you. Yep, I heard you.
I think we are. I think it's all coming through on one
There
channel.
we go.
But. Well, anyway, we are back, and it looks like Ryan Rose is going to win heat race number 1 here.
Yeah, now that we're back got our audio and stuff all fixed, we're not talking to ourselves. No, that was definitely a heat race that Evan kind of wants to forget. I mean, Ryan Rose showed his speed tonight. Evan needed to win that, and I think that damage that he took on with that incident there with Ryan Phillips probably hurt his car, because you could definitely tell he didn't have the speed as he had, even in practice. So it's going to be good for Evan to get a good fresh restart. But as we're lining up for the grid here for heat race number 2, got Samuel Stoner going to be starting P1 and Aaron Smith, a lucky dog, starting on the number 2, starting position 2 on the outside. Dave Krajewski starting 3rd. Ignore Justin Brooks because he's not to be racing. We got Cody Kerstetter, who's going to be starting 5th. Robert Bros 6th. Jake Maki in 7th. And Thomas Bergeron in 8th. And then routing out 9th place, probably the unluckiest pill draw of all time, Aiden East is going to be starting off in 9th. Now, keep in mind, everyone on the outside row is actually going to go up a row. Wait, no. Brooks is actually out on the track.
Yeah, I'm just being informed that there is a bounty on Brooks tonight. So they're going to let him race.
Racing tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I think maybe some of the admins got together and said, let him race. And yeah, I guess whoever wins, if it's not him, it's going to, I think they're getting like $20 or something, he said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal.
But,
good deal. All right. Well, I guess ignore everything that I just said, but except for the fact that the outside row is going to move up. So that did still stay true. So Brooks will be starting EOL. I'm assuming he's going to be starting EOL in the race tonight. Is that also accurate?
I would imagine, but hey, I could be wrong. I think if you're going to do something like that, you kind of have to, right? But
yeah, I would think so. Well, pace car's off tonight. Or off the track. Samuel Stoner is going to take the green, but Aaron Smith gets a great launch on that outside. We've seen that outside line in some pretty great runs. Sustained juice. I massacred his name as he slid up the track and hits Robert Brobst, and around he goes. Almost flashbacks to last week.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a lazy spin here. Let's go back and take a look.
Definitely flashbacks to our tour mods. But it looks like, you can see here, they're taking it looks like he caught the apron there and just kind of bobbled, moved right up the track, kind of tapped the side of that number 5 machine, and just around he goes. But fortunately, most people were able to get by him, except for the 71 car kind of caught him a little bit. But looking at the front end, he's got a little bit of front end damage, but I think these guys are going to be okay. These late model stocks are pretty tough.
Yeah, we're going to get a little bit of a different view here, looking back from Robert's car, and yeah, a little bit of contact and a little bit of left rear contact further back there too, but I think Dade'll be fine.
Yeah, most definitely. Kind of looking here too. A lot of people fell to the back, so our lap 1 incident kind of mimicking heat race number 1. Hopefully, they don't mimic it just like they did from heat race 1. These guys are going to get lined up here. Samuel Stoner is going to be still leading. Dave Krajewski is obviously going to get moved to the tail end, back there with Justin Brooks.
Yeah, and I'm looking through the chat here a little bit. Connor Lyons in chat, we appreciate you coming out. He asked what happened last week to you guys. I believe he's talking about the Thursday race. And yeah, Chris was having internet issues, if I'm not mistaken. And I think they postponed that race. They're going to run it again in the coming weeks here.
Well, we know all about technical difficulties, let me tell you. Had our fair share tonight.
Yeah, that was very exciting for me, but it seems to be worked out now, for now anyway. But
Well, the lights are off pace car. Pace car's dipping in. Samuel Stoner gets a great jump. Caught Aaron sleeping on that restart. Pulls right up in front of him. Off into turn 1, single file already in 1 and 2.
yeah, Aaron's trying to get a little bit of momentum there, following him on the inside. See, he takes a little bit lower line entering the corner, and it seems to work. He gets a little bit of a run. Not quite enough.
Well, nobody was driving a lower line than Dave Krajewski that last night. He was down on the grass. He was so low in the turn. They get it straightened back up. But right now, the battle right here is for fifth place, excuse me, between Ada and Nice. Cody Kerstetter, and then actually Brooks is, oh, they make contact. Ada Nice and Kerstetter make some contact, but they get it straightened back up.
Yeah, we see Brooks is definitely marching his way through the field a little bit here. After starting at the tail. But.
Yeah, it's definitely no surprise there as he's passing Aiden Nice here for 5th place. But the battle's on for the lead right now because Aaron Smith is sniffing them extra points for his points battle as we're halfway through this heat race now.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Sam Stoner here, you got to be pretty aggressive because you're not really out of it. Points battle is tight all throughout the top 5. So if you can get those extra 2 points, it's worth being a little more defensive here and trying to make it happen.
Well, Samuel Stoner right now is Evan Pienta's best friend as long as he keeps Aaron Smith behind him. So for that feature race, that points battle is a little bit easier for him.
Yeah, I'm being informed in the chat, too, while we were going through our technical difficulties. We did miss a flip. Benson Weaver flipped at the end of Heat 1, so that's 5 on the season so far, and I was right.
Yeah, definitely missed that while we were doing our technical difficulties here, so sorry about that, Benson. But we'll make sure we add it to the tally as we're on 5 of the season now.
Aaron Smith puts a nose under Sam Stoner. Sam sends it off on the high side and makes it work. A lot of momentum on the exit there. Got to spin in the back.
Oh, the yellow comes out right before the leaders take the white flag.
Yeah, Cody Stetter.
Yeah, 71 machines. Park backwards on the down here on the grass here. Go back and see what happened. Looked like some contact maybe between him and Maki. Definitely see him in here in 1, and it kind of washes up a little bit. Look, yeah, he's definitely washing up a little bit. Kind of stepped out on him, and Maki just kind of gently helped him the rest of the way around.
Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes it's hard to slow down these things, and I mean, especially coming to the end of this race, you got to get every position you can. But yeah, the 71 just got loose. Not much Jake could have done there.
Fortunately, I've been waiting for caution. 65, we're getting EOL for a lane change on the restart.
Ooh.
Oh, so we do have a penalty, and that's the leader of this heat race. Oh, man, a penalty for lane changing before the line. He got that great run and messed it up by lane changing, part of the rules. So that's just going to hand it right to Aaron Smith right now.
Yeah, it's very, very unfortunate. I don't know if we really caught that happening, but yeah, I mean, that definitely shakes everything up. Yeah, it brings Robert Brufst up into P2. He's he's had a really good run this season so far. He almost had a podium last week with that last lap crash, and he's won a heat or two, and yeah, he's putting himself in position here to maybe bring the battle to Aaron Smith.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody's going to be able to do it, Robert Brofst, that we've seen in, I believe it was a super late model week. I mean, he was very, very strong in that outside lane. But really, they're only going to have this quick green-white checker to finish this race off. So if he's going to make a move, he's going to have to time this restart just right.
Yep, here we go. Single file restart. Aaron Smith with a great jump. Robert Probst holding strong in second here. And Thomas Bergeron running out the top three.
Yeah, Aaron Smith already has about a 3-car length lead on this initial start here. I mean, it's pretty much Aaron's race to lose as he comes to take the white flag for heat race number 2. So we got a spin back here in the back, but they're not going to throw a yellow out because they took the white. Right now we got a battle for third place. They're side by side. You got Aiden East looking underneath Thomas Bergeron. They're side by side. Contacts made. They straighten it up, but Aaron Smith, if I'm not mistaken, he's won all of his heat races too this season, has he not?
I think Evan beat him in one, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. It's very possible though. He's been strong every race he's been in. So
yeah, I'd have to go back and look. I see he did get bonus points in all 3 races, but I don't think he won the heat race on the very first one, our first race. So yeah, I mean, just you've seen the performance from Aaron all season long. It's really no surprise to see him be as dominant as he was in this heat race. And I know that man's looking forward to starting a front row again. Except this time he's going to be on that outside, but we've seen him pretty dominant on these restarts on that outside.
yeah, I mean, there's nobody better at it besides maybe Justin Brooks, but we'll have to see if Justin can work his way through the field and put on a battle with Aaron there.
Well, while we're in our little 3-minute warm-up here, Johnny, we're going to go back and look at this flip. We need to go back and find it.
Okay.
We cannot go.
This is
We cannot go on here without a flip.
You're gonna have to bear with me here while we do this.
We'll find it.
Let's see.
All right, everyone, welcome to the 4th and final race.
Oh, okay. There we go.
80 laps tonight.
Oh, there it is.
Initial green flags on the flag. I'll restart that.
See Benson
we did
coming to
miss
the
it.
line. A little bit of contact with Danforth and
Be sure to stay in your lanes on the restart.
spun out into turn 1 and then just gets
Lanes at all.
plowed by the 27
Doesn't
of
influence
Ryan
the
Phillips.
track in the first, second offensive.
Benson
Third
goes
depart.
flipping. Yeah, that was an exciting one.
We do
To
have
be
some
fair,
penalty point
okay,
warning.
and I'm going to say this
Warning,
because
but
they're
it doesn't
watching.
matter since there's not a race.
Why should I count that when it
Two
was
penalty point
intentional?
ELOs for this evening, which are 5 and 1.
Benson knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Benson knows what I'm talking about.
The leader took the
Yeah,
white flag.
maybe we'll
He
count
too.
that as a half, right? So we'll
Yeah.
have 4.5 flips this season.
Well, these guys get a little bit more of a little warm up here. Randy B, race control, giving them good old talking to. Probably yelling at them, especially after how these heat races have been this tonight. But I mean, I'm gonna say it, Johnny. I mean, we watched and broadcasted a lot of late model stock races here, and this is about right. These late model stocks, they're tough to drive. They don't really handle a lot of the contact very well. So it doesn't take much to get these quick yellows out of here. So hopefully this heat race, when we're all bunched up, we're a little more patient, and I think we'll have us a good race on our hands.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, that's one thing about these cars. We mentioned it earlier, or mics may have been off, but yeah, I mean, it's always tight racing. There's so much grip. There's it bunches everybody together, and a little checkup will it could very easily lead to a huge crash and a track blocking crash. Even we've seen it time and time again. But yeah, this should be very exciting to see how this plays out.
And we're definitely going to see how the bounty goes on tonight with Justin Brooks running tonight. Well, warm-up's pretty much wrapping up, and we're here getting ready to jump into our starting lineup for tonight. But after winning heat race number 1, he'll be starting on pole. Ryan Rose. Aaron Smith, also winning heat race number 2, will be starting on his outside. Evan Pienta rolling off row 2 in 3rd place. Robert Brost on the outside, position number 4. James Danforth, we've seen speed from him all season. He's going to be starting in 5th, and Thomas Bergeron in 6th. Moving forward, we got Benson Weaver, and then number 1 Hero Card Machine starting in 7th, and Aiden Neese, who started last in the heat race earlier, is going to be starting in 8th. Devin Jack's going to be starting 9th in, old Mythic Metals. He's going to be starting in 10th. Jacob Phillips, number 77, going to be starting 11th. With Samuel Stoner with that late race penalty in the heat race, going to be starting 12th. AJ Maglio, 13th. That's a nice-looking machine there, and AJ Maglio. Dave Krajewski in 14th. Ryan Phillips will be starting 15th, which is tough to see with that speed he had in practice. Justin Brooks going to be rolling off 16th. Tom Blickert in 17th, and Cody Kerstetter in 18th. And rounding off the rear, as he likes to start in the back and move his way to the front, will be Chase Berry in that number 46 machine. I also like that machine. That's some good colors. I like the colors on that.
Yeah, that teal fits Chase perfectly. But
it really does.
Yeah, we are ready to go here for the feature. It will be 80 laps. It's going to be very exciting. Door-to-door action, I'm sure, all the way through the race. Yeah, definitely. I know Ryan's kind of his first start here, but he's raced with us numerous times, and it's always been a force to be reckoned with. Normally running up in the top 5 and such.
Okay,
Well, he's definitely got the best starting spot in the house, and he's going to have
many
many fast drivers right behind him looking to take that from him. Of those being that yellow machine on the outside of him, number 70, and then clearly, right, man in the field, 33. Pace car's off as they take the green. Ryan Rose with a great start. Careful with the lane change. He doesn't do it. I'm going to be saying that because of Samuel Stoner, but they're side by side. But Aaron's not giving it up on that outside. Ryan's going to have to go up and slide in front of him as he does. And Evan Pienta is going to try to capitalize on Aaron being on that outside.
Yeah, the outside definitely seems to be a little worse. And, well, Aaron's making it work. He's getting that momentum on exit, but Evan's able to dive it in the corner so much deeper and keep on Aaron's door.
Well, one thing we've seen, and it didn't matter which car it was, the first couple of laps, you were able to make that outside work. But then eventually, once the heat cycles settled in, that outside did not have the speed as much as the bottom did. So you're kind of seeing that right now with Aaron Smith. Oh, we got a spin in the back. They keep it going. Jake Monkey was completely sideways. Excuse me, Thomas Bergeron was completely sideways. I cannot believe a yellow did not come out, but they were able to keep it going straight. That was some severe contact going into one, as you can see here. I mean, they just went in and, almost backwards. They keep it going.
Yeah, definitely. They got lucky there. A lot of damage to the 13 of Jake Mackey, though. That's very unfortunate.
Well, while that was going on, Aaron Smith eventually was able to clear Evan Pienta, but they are nose to tail. The top 3, you could just throw them under a blanket. I mean, they're really close. And then right behind them, James Danforth's looking in there as well.
Yeah, we've seen James. We talked about it earlier, but yeah, that unfortunate turn of events last week. Ran in the top 3 all night and got wrecked at the end. Definitely making a strong run here early tonight.
Right now, we got 2 drivers obviously making their way through the field. One of them being Justin Brooks, no surprise there. But Ryan Phillips right now is looking underneath Jacob Phillips, no relation. And he's up to 9th place after starting in 15th position. You know, Johnny, one thing I'm noticing kind of up here in the front straightaway, these guys coming off turn 4, they're giving it all they got because almost every lap, about 3 cars scrape that outside wall coming off turn 4.
Yeah, they're definitely using all the track. Like I said, everything they have. You ever seen a little bit of separation, kind of from the front 4 back to 5th place Benson Weaver, as he's battling with Justin Brooks.
Yeah, he's under fire right now, that 33 machine. almost like he's got about 15 extra horsepower. Look at him coming off that corner right on the underneath Benson there. Benson's going to have to fight hard to stay in front of him on that outside, but them tires, they're heating up. That outside's not as strong. But he is definitely holding on.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like Brooks is able to get by him. Devin Jack's going to try to take advantage of that battle, try to get by Benson as well. Battle up front
one
is
thing
heating up. Evan Pienta gets a run on the outside of Aaron Smith. I think maybe Smith got a little loose.
Oh, we got an incident on the track. Robert Brobes backwards on the back straightaway here. Oh, backs are right up into the wall. May have been a little bit of... I think he was running with Dave Krajewski, I believe. He was back there with him. Maybe they had a little contact. Yeah, definitely right there. You could just see the contact was made. Not sure if 5 came down or went up or the 6 came down, but they definitely met right in the middle. And around goes the 5 machine.
Yeah, it's another one of those lazy spins. These things, I know Aaron said they're easy to save, but they're not. Once you get them sideways, they're so like long. It's like driving a boat, and they not very easy to save. And there's a steering lock on it too, so you can only turn the wheels so much.
Yeah, these cars definitely don't have the steering degree of attack as most of our other cars. We got a lot of cars on pit road right now. Really no surprise seeing Jake Maki on pit road. I mean, this car has some severe damage from that contact, but he's going to be able to pull it out and keep it on the lead lap. But a few of these other guys, like AJ Maglio, he's going to stay on pit road, get his damage fixed.
Yeah, I think now's the time to do it, right? Early on in the race, if you got some damage, come in, fix it up, and try to get it ready for the end.
Yeah, all 18 cars are currently... all 18 cars are currently still on the lead lap. I was just trying to read my notes here. It looks like Samuel Stoner did not take the
car, moving down,
did not take the green because he opted
five,
not to race tonight. But yeah, so we got 18 cars on the track. AJ Maglio will be one lap down. Probably really no big deal. If we have another quick yellow, he'd be the only car lap down, so he'd just get it right back. So he opted to just go ahead and get as much of that damage fixed as possible instead of just trying to fight on the staying on the lead lap.
Yeah, you can see that car is still pretty torqued, but the lights are out. Once again, Ryan Rose is going to lead the field to the green. Aaron Smith on the outside, and Evan Pienta right behind Ryan on the inside here.
Yeah, and then the man that everybody wants to know where he is starting right there behind Evan. Ryan Rose with a great start. He's been getting great starts on the bottom lane here. Excuse me. We're pretty much side by side back here for 3rd and 4th place. Man, these are some tight exits off these corners. These guys are just almost slamming each other into the walls.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's able to single file out for the most part. See Ryan Phillips underneath of Jacob Phillips here for 8th place. It's our first side-by-side battle at the moment.
Yeah, back here, and then also right behind him. Well, there was... Oh, we got another incident around...
Looks like Tom Licker and Cody Kerstetter.
Cody Kerstetter, yeah.
Yeah, let's go back and take a look at what happened. Looked like Tom kind of drove in pretty hard on the bottom and maybe thought that he had a nose on Cody, but yeah, just a little bit of contact, and they kind of slide to a halt.
Yeah, there definitely was not a lot of contact made there, but it doesn't take much. You know, it doesn't take much. When you just get a little tap on that left rear, I know Aaron said they're easy to save, but I mean, it just shows they're really not. You know?
Yeah, we'll go on board with Tom Lickert here and see what happened from his perspective. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of just a late move. I don't think it was intentional, but yeah, they just kind of came together.
No, it definitely wasn't intentional, but I mean, but as you said, I mean, it was kind of a late decision to really kind of throw it underneath him, and Cody was already committed to his line. So
We got a Connor in the chat said before the green, the track needs to be clean. Yeah, we need the sweeper truck to go out and clean up some of the mess that these guys have made so far tonight. But
yeah, and it's not just dirt; it's car parts, and, all kinds of stuff all over the ground on here.
Oh yeah.
Well, lights are off on the pace car, so we're going green this time by. But kind of looking through, right? We got Justin Brooks right now with our biggest mover of 12 positions from starting 16th. But it looks like we also got a kind of a big mover here with 8 positions, and that's Chase Berry, who started off dead last in the field tonight. He's up to 11th, slowly making his way up.
That's what Chase does. It's a battle of attrition, and so far this season it has worked out pretty good for him. So.
Taking bottom.
Oh, I was mistaken when I said the lights were off the pace car. Now they're off on the pace car. I seen them double filed up.
Yeah.
Unless they postponed the green one lap and I missed it. But yeah, look at them stacked back up. Curious to see. I mean, we've kind of seen these guys, especially in like the top 10, they're pretty much almost immediately going single file after these initial starts here. You're kind of thinking that outside line might be fading.
Yeah, I would say it's a little bit of that, and probably more so saving that right front tire as we are back under green. Ryan Rose with a great restart on the inside.
Yeah, most definitely Evan Pienta kind of getting pinched on the inside line by 2 people of that 70 machine and Justin Brooks of that 33. Evan's going to be fighting hard on that bottom. But that kind of tire cycle that you kind of get under the yellow allows like Brooks to run that outside.
Yeah, the yellow helps cool him down a little bit.
Evans around on the back straightaway here. Not sure if he got loose, if there was some contact made, but he was not able to keep it going straight. Evan could not afford that right now, especially since the man that he is chasing for the points battle was right in front of him.
Yeah,
His
definitely
night just got from difficult to even more difficult.
Definitely not what Evan wanted to see. He was able to save it, so he's not out of it yet, but yeah, we'll go in and watch this. He just looks like he catches that apron a little bit, just like we saw Dade do earlier, and pushes up the track and a little bit of contact with Brooks.
Yeah, it was definitely a little bit of, Brooks coming down a little bit, Evan moving up a little bit, and they just kind of met in the middle at the expense of Evan Pienta going around.
Yeah, we see once again a lot of cars on pit road. It looks like Evan's going to come in and try to fix some damage as well.
I don't think Evan has any damage, but gets it going back going. I mean, he figured maybe I'm in the back, have the crew check out the car a little bit. Well, he's got about 55 laps now to try to make his way back up to the front.
Yeah, still plenty of time. These cautions have definitely slowed the pace of the race down a little bit. So, yeah, it's plenty of time to work your way back through the field. You just have to avoid the calamity.
Yeah, one thing these late model stocks bring up is definitely calamity.
Yeah, so while we're pacing here, let's maybe talk about a couple guys we haven't really said too much about. We have Devin Jack holding strong in P5. I know Benson was up there earlier, so we must have missed that pass being made. And then the Phillips are holding strong in the top 10. Ryan Phillips in 7th and Jacob Phillips in 8th.
55, 33, I see some...
No relation.
Really
No relation.
Moving at all. Yeah.
Well, it looks like Ryan Rose is going to opt to take the top this time. Lights are out. We're going green this time by. Danforth lining up behind Ryan Rose, looking to try to capitalize on the outside line. Pace car's off. Ryan Rose gets a great jump. Kind of jumps it as soon as the pace car dipped off. It's going to give him a huge lead going into turn 1.
Yeah, it absolutely did, and that definitely did help out.
We got
James.
Calamity back here in the back. Big crash, big crash. Most drivers keep it back going straight, but man, there was some hard contacts. And it kind of looked like it all started around where Ryan and Jacob Phillips, we were just talking about them too. It kind of looked like that's where it kind of all started.
I saw Robert with a lot of contact there. He's pancaked that car. But
yeah, Ryan Phillips definitely, as he's driving by here on the front straightaway, he's got severe suspension damage. I would not be surprised if he's done for the night.
Oof.
And then you see right here, Thomas Bergeron nowhere to go and just cleans out Ryan Phillips. You can just see the suspension on that left front just gone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an awful shame here. I just brought him up. Hey, that's obviously the commentator's curse, but
Way to go,
had that great run going in the top 10. But yeah, we'll go back and get one more look at that. Yeah, it looks like the 77 maybe just washed up a little bit, and yeah, that was a huge impact.
Yeah, Thomas Bergeron, I mean, I don't even know if he even seen it coming. I mean, he was just, boom, car there. But it definitely looked like you had mentioned, a little bit of contact, kind of similar to the Evan Pienta Justin Brooks incident earlier, where one was coming down, one was kind of moving up. But that contact with Thomas Bergeron, I'm surprised Thomas Bergeron's car still has a radiator.
Yeah, definitely a huge impact. And yeah, I mean, he's in the pits. He made it to pit road. I would imagine that he has some required repairs to get that car back out there. But
well,
here he goes.
He's rolling now.
Yep. Looks like the lights are out.
Between 27 and
should be a single file restart since
corner came down.
They've been wrecking so early on after the green flag flies. But
well, this single file restart is definitely going to shake it up. Ryan Rose gets a great jump, as he has all race long. But Justin Brooks got an even better jump on Aaron Smith, and Aaron's just going to let him go going into turn one.
Yeah, Aaron's probably thinking it's better not to bring the battle to him, since his main competitor, Evan Pienta, is way in the back here, about 12th.
Yeah, Evan's mind is on the ring. He just needs to have a good night tonight, no incidents. And I mean, he's doing exactly as he needs to do. There's really no sense in trying to go up there and collect the bounty, but you never know. Aaron might towards the end of this race, might go up there and try something.
I'll tell you what, it is go time for Justin Brooks, though. He's putting the heat on Ryan Rose for the lead. Looks like he's going to get a nose under him, maybe not quite. But yeah, we knew it was only a matter of time.
Yeah, Justin Brooks is just able to get such a big run off the turns compared to everyone else. But there's a really, really tight. Ryan Rose is not giving him any room. I mean, he pinched him there. In 1 and 2, they get back. He maintains the lead. But you can see how Justin Brooks, he's just able to get that car to rotate on the bottom so well in 3 and 4. I mean, he is extremely good in those two set of corners.
Yeah, we see. It looks like he is able to get alongside Ryan now. And
Ryan Rose cooked the corner, trying to give it everything he had to stay on the outside of Brooks, but he just washed up the track, threw it in too deep. Justin Brooks now in the lead, but Aaron Smith, while these guys were battling, was just caught right back up to him.
Yeah, I mean, right now you could throw a blanket over the top 3, but it looks like Brooks might be pulling away a little bit. I think Aaron might be on a tire-saving strategy after letting Brooks go like that, and kind of just riding around. Still a lot of laps left, right? So, and you don't get a extra set of tires.
No, he definitely cannot, and that's why it's definitely important to maintain the tire wear at the beginning of these, kind of the first half of these races, as we're just now reaching halfway. So we're really going to see who took care of their tires and not. But I know these late model stocks, the tire wear doesn't really set in until about, really only about 10 or 15 laps to go. So these guys are digging hard right now. But Justin Brooks, I mean, he's pretty much just shown, what Justin Brooks does. I mean, he's running about 2/10 faster than the entire field. So we got a spin in the back. Chase Berry is up against the outside wall.
I'm sorry, Vincent. My fucking throttle was sticking. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, look like.
I hope the spotter audio isn't coming through, but
That's on me, Randy.
Yeah, it looked like the 46. I mean, he definitely has some kind of difficulty.
Yeah, I know. My throttle stuck going into 3, and when I hit him, and then back.
So yeah, you can definitely see here just on the replay. I mean, just Chase Berry just trying to get around him. You can definitely see that he was faster than Fitz Weaver, just trying to set up the pass. He gets the run here, gets right underneath him, and just kind of just cooks it in. Wasn't intentional, no harm to Benson, but the penalty is going to go to Chase Berry for that one.
yeah, and I'm not sure if you guys did hear it, but it sounds like Chase was saying that his throttle was sticking. I know he was having problems with that last week too, so yeah, once again, I don't think it was intentional. Hey, that would be a pretty easy excuse to use too if he did overcook the corner, but I believe Chase here.
Yes, and I am getting reports that the driver audio is coming through, by the way.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah, maybe
Caution number 46 overcooking the corner entry.
maybe we should reach out to the race controller and have him
Yeah.
Just say I have
remind
to
everybody to
like
keep
a
it
dog,
clean.
Do lift right now?
Yeah, we're definitely.
Or, you know what, just bear with me here. I'll turn it down.
Yeah. I was about to say I would definitely get that because, you can never. Man, look at nice settings, Johnny. But you can never know what these drivers are going to say, and especially in the heat of the moment. So most definitely apologize for the language that came through with Mr. Chase Berry, but as you heard, he was definitely having some throttle issues.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Definitely, obviously, with our audio issues tonight, weren't expecting that. So hopefully nobody's kids at home heard that. And yeah, it should be all clear now. So we will move on.
So we're definitely double file back up as we're about to go back green. So they're coming back on the back straightaway, and Ryan Phillips joined us in the chat. Well, that was fun. I don't know if that was sarcasm, but you were definitely looking strong tonight. Kind of tough luck there to round off the season.
Yeah, very unfortunate, but we are coming to the green. 34 laps to go. Now 33 laps to go. Justin Brooks with a great jump on the outside. Ryan Rose. Very bad restart there. Holding up Aaron Smith, too. A little bit of contact there. James Danforth is able to take advantage of that outside line.
Yeah, that was definitely a stack up. Aaron Smith kind of just falling back, but Danforth on the outside of Ryan Rose right now. And I'm looking a little further back. We got 3 wide going into turn 1 right now, back here in the back.
Yeah, Jake Mackey, Cody Kosterter, and man, I can never say that name right, but oh, a little contact, Chase Berry. Looks like he's able to save it there.
Yeah, these guys are just giving it all they got. We're coming down with 30 laps to go this time by. Not much time left, especially if these guys towards the rear of the field want to make headway towards the front. But one person that has been driving through this field right now, even with these yellows been happening, is Evan Pienta. He's back up to the 8th position.
Yeah, definitely able to take advantage of all these wrecks and kind of weave his way through the field here. But
yeah, and we still have 17 cars currently on the track too. So Aaron Smith right now in this kind of heated battle needs to be careful. Especially with that hard charging Evan Pienta just catching up to that pack.
yeah, we know Evan's definitely going to be aggressive. I'm sure he's not happy about spinning out earlier, and he's trying to make up for it. We got
to spin it back. Oh, wait, nobody flipped though. Nobody flipped though, Johnny. We were close.
And I was ready for it.
Oh
Almost,
man,
but
that's Jacob Phillips almost upside down. I mean, I'm pretty sure his entire car was up in the air, but did not go upside down, so it doesn't count, Benson.
Yeah, well, let's go back and see how this one started. That looked like netcode. A little bit of netcode between Dade and Benson. Let's see if we can go on board with Dade for that incident.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he was definitely there, kind of peeking like we've seen before. Kind of gets it under there. Johnny, that was definitely no net code there. Definitely no net code there. I mean, that was definitely that little bit of contact, and that's all it takes. And then you got some of these guys that felt left out in the party. You know, Thomas Bergeron come flying in there. that was a pretty big crash, about 4, 5, 6 cars. But fortunately, it doesn't look like all of them. Any of them have too severe damage. If anybody does, it'd be Jacob Phillips, because his acrobatic moves that he did over the hood of Dave Traduci's car.
Yeah, I like that. They wanted to join the party, right? Yeah, I mean, that's going to re-rack him once again. Getting near the end of this thing, and yeah, I mean, Justin Brooks is still holding strong. Really, Ryan Rose, too. Shout out to him, because he's up here. I mean, these are some heavy hitters. Aaron Smith, James Danforth, Justin Brooks. You know, he's holding his own out here against these guys.
You know what, Johnny? We need to shake up the bounty. We need to shake it up, man. EOL them. Make it a real show here.
Yeah. The 10-lap challenge. 10 to go. Yeah.
10-lap challenge. I like it. Do we got any kind of commentator poll around here? Shake it up a little bit. But one person I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on, is Evan Pienta. I mean, he's shown the speed. He definitely was fast. I mean, he was competitive up there with Aaron as well as Justin Brooks. And as you've seen, he's already making his way through, and this kind of restart's going to help him kind of stack it back up so he can kind of make that run. And he does have a teammate out here, right? The car right is going to be lined up in front of him, of Danforth. Maybe Danforth can try to help Evan kind of get back up to the front.
Yeah, I would imagine that they do work together a little bit, but yeah, definitely it pulls him right back up to the pack with some pretty solid track position just outside of the top 5.
Another driver we haven't really talked about much, and I mean, he's been sitting up here in the top 5. Aiden East in that number 24 machine. No damage on that car, and God, I hope I'm not jinxing it, but very, very solid performance tonight as we're 58 laps in.
Yeah, definitely good to see him up there after his trials and tribulations last week, but here we go. Justin Brooks, another great jump on the inside.
Yeah, Ryan Rose in tail. I mean, Ryan Rose is showing the speed. Oh, Aaron kind of dipped a nose in there. Ryan was not quite ready for it. A little bit of shakeup, but they get him back single file out.
Yeah, that they do. Ryan Rose, yeah, putting a little bit of gap on Aaron Smith, as Aaron's now battling with Aiden East.
Yeah, right now back there with Aiden East as well, but right behind him, Evan Pienta and Danforth side by side, teammates battling back here right behind Aaron. Evan is a man on a mission right now. He sees that yellow machine in front of him. He knows he has to catch it.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of contact back there. I believe that was H.A. Magno caught the wall pretty good. No caution, so we'll keep it going here. But yeah, the battle is on. Aaron's battling with Devin Jack here, and that allows Evan to get right to his bumper, see what Evan can do.
Battle's on right now for 4th place between all 3 of these drivers. They kind of get single file out. Evan's just taking a wide way around. Not really sure if that was just he was just going up there and seeing how it's feeling, or if he kind of washed up a little bit. He's definitely got his teammate right behind him, so you know he's got no pressure from the rear, so he can just look forward and attack.
Yeah, Aiden East has turned on the afterburners here. He's now caught Ryan Rose, putting a lot of pressure on him. Looks like Aiden might be able to vie for a top 2 here.
Yeah, he definitely has. But I mean, the leader right now, Brooks. I mean, he's pretty much checked out. See you later. Everyone else is battling hard here for that second place.
Yeah, we see a 2.5 lead, just just under what, about 8-9 laps, something like that. So that Brooks is on it right now. He's foot to the floor.
Yeah, Brooks currently still running sub 18s, 17.9 last time by, while the rest of the field running 18.2s, 18.1s. I mean, he is checking out right now in that number 33 machine.
Yeah, this battle for second is heating up. Devin Jack's catching Ryan and Aiden, and he's bringing Aaron Smith right with him.
Yeah, throw all of second place under a blanket right now. This battle is on, but Ryan Rose has shown his speed all night. But Aiden Neese, as you mentioned, he has definitely picked up the pace here in this second half of the race. I mean, it's only a matter of time before he's able to throw a nose underneath that 78 machine.
Yeah, I think we saw maybe a little bit of contact there a lap ago, and trying to bump and run out. It didn't work that time, but we'll see if he tries it again.
Another thing. I mean, we got a spin on the front straightaway here. 71 machine and the 77 machine. Both around. Oh, Thomas Bergeron, hard contact. What on earth is going on right now?
Yeah, that was definitely a little unfortunate there. Let's go back and see what happened to Cody.
Yeah, looking at replay. Looked like contact between the 71 and the 77. I don't think that's the first time tonight between them two. Able to kind of get things going, but I think really it kind of all started here when the 71 just threw it in reverse to get it back straight, and Thomas Bergeron just did not think he was going to be backing up right in front of him, and just hard contact.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing Tom can do there. These things don't slow down very good, and we'll go get his view of that. All right, once again, we almost had a flip, though. I mean, 71 got some good air there.
These two guys have definitely been putting on a show tonight for us. A lot of cars leaving the ground. Oh, yeah, just caught him. I mean, I think it spooked him seeing him go in reverse right there. So, yep, definitely looks like race control is going to need that on the 77 machine. But really, I think the people who suffered the worst from that crash is going to be the 86 and the 71.
Yeah, for sure. Man, I'll tell you what, though, that's going to wad this field up once again with under 10 laps to go. This is going to be, it's going to get a little crazy, I think. These guys are going to be trying to get everything they can right at the end.
Yeah, 10-lap challenge for Brooks right now. Except he isn't going to go to the back. He's going to stay up here. But Ryan Rose, I mean, he's going to have to capitalize on this restart if he wants any shot on that 33 machine. I mean, we've just seen how fast Brooks is in tonight's race. But it's not going to be easy for Ryan to even capitalize or try to attack Brooks because he's got three very fast cars right behind him of Aiden Neese, as well as Devin Jack and Aaron Smith.
Yeah, and I do want to bring this up. We saw Jake have some issues earlier on, but yeah, up into the top 10 here finally, right? It's like I said, it's a battle of attrition. You got to avoid the wrecks, and yeah, I mean, holding strong here in 8th place, right behind James Danforth.
Yeah, you know, that Mythic Metals, I like that sponsor, but they definitely did some work on the metal on that machine tonight. Get this thing back going. They're doing a great job right now running in 8th position.
That's right. Looks like the lights are out on the pace car. We'll be coming to the green flag with 6 laps to go, right down to the end here.
Yeah, Brooks got an amazing start there and side by side for second place right now with Ryan Rhodes and Aiden Neese. Who's going to have the advantage? Aiden slips up a little bit of contact. They're able to keep it going back straight. Aiden's going to tuck in right behind him.
Yeah, that was an amazing save by Aiden there. Looks like, yeah, Aaron Smith and Evan Pienta are able to get by Devin Jack here.
Yeah, the battle is on for second place. Brooks has already pulled about 2 to 3 car lengths already as one lap has passed since the restart. And it's probably not helping as second place is side by side for these guys. There's more contacts made, and Aiden gets sideways. Aaron has to check up big. Aaron's around. Evan Pinto wasn't able to slow down in time.
Oh, my.
I mean, Evan tried everything he could to avoid that 70 machine from that checkup. Went low, but just caught Aaron, excuse me, and put him head on into the outside wall.
Yeah, that's a ton of damage for Aaron. It looks like the right front is kicked out. That's going to be pretty difficult to hang on to here. I know we only have a few laps left, but well, let's go back.
Well, this is definitely probably going to give us the final green-white checkered, but Ryan Rose, kind of looking back, trying to see the replay here with you, Johnny, but it almost looked like, you know, Ryan Rose was kind of pitching Aiden there on the inside a little bit, and then Aiden got a little bit loose.
Yeah, this should be the incident here. Aiden made a really good move to the bottom. And then,
you can definitely see the pinch there a little bit, but the checkup happened and it just stacked everything up. Evan tried everything. He kind of didn't anticipate the stack up as it did, but he jerked it low, but just caught Aaron's back bumper in doing so. Definitely no intention there, but man. Oof. But it looks like Aaron's car, I mean, he's on pit road right now, probably got a meatball flag, and he's going to go a lap down. But he's not going to fall too far back because the furthest he could go is 11th place. So I think Aaron's going to be safe for the championship tonight.
Yeah, I would say so as well, unless Evan's able to get up and win the race. But yeah, I mean, Aaron only being a lap down, I think it's a pretty safe bet.
Well, he did have a 16-point advantage coming in tonight. Did get the bonus points, which would make it 18, and we don't have 18 cars out here, so
yeah.
Or 18 cars left, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, there's still everything in the top five was really tight. So I mean, a bad mistake by Evan could put him from second place to probably 7th. So still got to be careful out here.
Anything can happen, but this is going to be our green-white checkered. Ryan Rose gets one last opportunity to try to jump this restart with Justin Brooks.
Yep, one last chance. Kind of a long yellow here. I wonder if they extended it for something, but yeah.
So race control right now, trying to settle up what's happening. Looks like he's going to give 2 ELO penalties for this little incident. So looks like they're going to give it to Aiden East and then also Evan Pienta for the contact on the 70 machine. So that definitely did shake it up, Johnny, as you mentioned. These guys are going to be starting in the back.
Yep.
So with the lights out on the pace car for the last time tonight, Justin Brooks is going to opt to take the outside. Ryan Rose, probably the only driver that's probably been able to give him a run for his money tonight. He's going to be lining up on the inside.
Yeah. Well, here we go for the final time this season. We're coming to take the green flag. Justin Brooks on the top. Ryan Rose on the bottom. Really good start by Ryan.
Justin definitely waited a little bit on that restart, trying to stack it up. But Devin Jack gave Ryan Rose a little bit of a nudge, got him squirrely, and that's when Brooks took off. Almost perfect for Brooks on this restart. Ryan Rose is definitely being aggressive, definitely blocking that inside line. Can you have anything for Brooks? Is that coming to take the white flag?
And Justin Brooks sets sail on the last lap here. Ryan Rose, he's got a battle on his hands with James Danforth from Devin Jack back here.
And off turn number 4. Yeah, off turn number 4, Justin Brooks starting last, gonna win. Well, they didn't start last, started 16th. They're gonna win tonight. Ryan Rose, dominating performance by him. Not dominating as a Brooks standards, but solid top 2. He was running first and second place all night. Hats off to Ryan Rose there, and James Danforth rounding out 3rd. Man, I'm sure a lot of these drivers are glad to see that checker flag tonight.
Yeah, that was definitely a an aggressive race. A lot of a lot of emotion and anger. I'm sure these drivers are are not pleased. Some of them, I'm sure, but I know one that is. That's Justin Brooks. We see him burning it down on the front straightaway here.
Yeah, Justin Brooks definitely showing his strength in these late model stocks tonight. But hats off to the rest of the drivers as well up here in the top 5. I mean, these guys put on a heck of a show up here in the front. As mentioned with Ryan Rose, you got Jake Maki, ended up bringing that Mythic Metals machine home in top 5 after we were just talking about him before, right before that restart, being in 8th place.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you, Evan Pienta, he got the EOL there, but he still drove his way back up. Well, I guess there's only one car behind him on the lead lap, but yeah, still a top 10.
Trying to get our peeps up here. For some reason, it's not able to let me do it. There you go. I can't see the things for some reason.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry about that.
Hey, it's all good.
Well, I will bring 3rd place finisher for you up here, Johnny.
Absolutely. James Danforth.
Yes, sir.
Finally able to put one fully together and got yourself a top 3 here tonight. That was a crazy race all throughout.
Yeah.
Take us through what you saw and some of the crazy moments that you had tonight.
Well, I mean, I don't even know where to start. I got stuck on the outside during that last longer run and it killed my tires. So I didn't think I had a shot at even a top 5 there.
Hey, well, you stuck it out and were able to kind of work through the chaos there at the end. And yeah, that battle right at the end with Devin Jack and my grid's messed up and Ryan. Did you think you had anything for Ryan on that last restart after once Justin set sail?
Not really. I'm surprised I was able to hold. Geez, I'm drawing a blank now. You just said his name.
Devin Jack, yeah.
Thank you. I didn't think I had anything for him either.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've been strong in in this series all throughout, and definitely finally got a finish that you deserved. We still hate what happened last week, but yeah, definitely ending on a high note here of a podium finish. You got anybody you want to thank? Any teammates, fans at home, sponsors? Floor is yours.
Just want to thank you guys for putting this on. Thanks to Evan for getting an EOL before that last restart. That kind of helped. But yeah, just you guys and Evan, really.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Once again, congratulations on your 3rd place finish. That is James Danforth.
All right, well, I'm going to get caught up with our 2nd place finisher tonight. Ryan Rose, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, Ryan, sure, one position away from where you wanted to be. Showed the strength all night, running for pretty much 1st or 2nd place all night tonight. Talk about your race, man. How are you feeling tonight?
I mean, I'm not feeling as good as I probably as I wanted to be. I wanted to beat Brooks, but it's all right. I mean, I came in here just for fun and wanted to run it, and yeah, I just tried to do the best I could. I ain't too good in these cars, so
Well, I definitely wouldn't say that you weren't too good in these cars. I mean, you were pretty much class of the field, aside from our winner tonight. Pretty much, dominated the heat race, started on pole, pretty much finished up front, or ran up front all race, even with our faster guys, holding up Aaron Smith, who had won, the last 3 races too. And this for being your first race, man. Tell me, what did you think about the drivers on the track tonight?
Yeah, I'm surprised I beat Smith. I know he's pretty good. So I'm I'm pretty happy with the result. I wish I could have finished ahead of Brooks, but oh well, it is what it is.
Yeah, it definitely is, man. But before we let you go to celebrate your second place finish, man, you got anybody you'd like to thank?
Just my mom, my dad, Brett's Electric. They helped me out a lot, and yeah, I think that'll be it.
All right, man. Well, you have a good old night, man. Go celebrate with the team. Well, Johnny,
It's been a
ready
while.
to talk? You ready to talk to the man, the myth, the legend?
Bring him in. Justin Brooks, welcome back to the broadcast booth. It's been a while, and yeah, the promoter provisional tonight. We got to see you drive through the field, and yeah, take us through your night.
Oh, well, I mean, I had a great view of the field. First off, that was quite an adventure coming up through the field. It was a little scary some points, but it was a lot of fun, especially at this track where it's really hard to pass, especially in turn 1. You really have to be in top of your game to maneuver your way through the field cleanly as possible. And I feel like I've done a pretty good job of that tonight and had some fun battles with a few guys on the track, especially there at the end with Ryan. That was a lot of fun. He was giving me a run for my money, wasn't letting over, and I really appreciate it. And I told him, I was like, anytime you ever race me, I want you to race me just like that. And that was fun. And yeah, that's all it was, man. It was a lot of fun for me.
Yeah, I'm sure after watching a few of these things, it probably felt good to get back in the driver's seat. But excuse me. Yeah, I mean, definitely put on a show for us here tonight, and take us through a little bit of the what. There was a bounty on you, but I heard a little bit about it during the broadcast, but.
Well, I don't know if the bounty was on me or if it was on Aaron, because Aaron's been sweeping the races lately and all. And I found out that there was apparently a bounty tonight and got asked if I would race since I was obviously in there just running laps like I had been, just, goofing off a little bit. And I was like, well, you know what? Screw it. I'll do it. All right, you got to start in the back. All right, even better. This is a challenge. I love it. I love a good old challenge. I mean, I wasn't sure if I would get up there. I thought maybe I'd get like in a wreck or would just have a lot more caution and get messed up on the lane choice and all that. But thankfully had a few different runs, especially there at the start, was able to gain track position early and just try to pick off 1 or 2 cars every time before a yellow and put myself in position to take the lead and then control the race there, which ended up doing. So ended up working out.
That it did. It was a stellar job tonight. The floor is yours. Anybody you want to thank, and before you go celebrate with the team.
Brother, I feel like I haven't done this in about a year now as from watching all these races. But I want to thank you first and foremost for putting on this badass broadcast. Excuse my language, but it's a badass broadcast. Johnny Rapp's the man. I don't care what anybody says out there. If you got a problem with it, fight me. I want to thank Justin Wilson. He is the man. I love Justin. It ain't because he's got the same first name as me, I swear, but he's a hell of a guy. I love that dude. Thanks Spark, obviously, and Dade for giving me the chance to come out here and have some fun with these guys tonight. And look forward to the new season and watching what happens with the new the late models when they come around.
Yeah, it should be very exciting, and yeah, we appreciate the kind words, and yeah, we'll see you soon.
Yep,
I love those kind words. You're on my Christmas card list now.
Oh, I'll be waiting. If I don't get one, I'll make sure Santa brings you cold next year.
All right. Well, that was your winner tonight, Justin Brooks. And I think if we still have him in the Discord, we might as well bring in our champion, Aaron Smith.
Aaron Smith. You got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha. I'm in the infield care center, but I gotcha.
Yeah, that was definitely a hard hit that you took there on that restart. But you know what? You're still this season's champion. I mean, of course it would be when you're winning 3 of the 4 races this evening, but come on, man. Tell me about the little bit of the race here. I mean, you were running strong all night, and then kind of all hell broke loose there at the end.
Yeah, I talked about how good my starts were and proceeded to get 0 of them in the race tonight. Just got caught sleeping on every single restart. The initial start was the only time I actually did something right. I don't think that was even in the main event actually. I think I was thinking back to the heat race, but yeah, sat behind the 78 there, had a few good runs on him, but you just can't do much when you're kind of sitting around the inside the way I was. I didn't want to run the second lane because you know how the tire model is, but yeah, I kept getting stuck on the inside on the restarts. Everyone kept flying by me on the outside, and then I died. So that wasn't ideal, but it was a fun race nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely were running up front, doing exactly what you needed to do all night. Did the contact there with Evan in that in the wall there? Did it kind of mess up the handling of the car? I've seen you on pit road there for a little while.
Oh yeah, I was broken. Like I had to go in and get a meatball cleared. I think it was about 20 seconds of required. So that wasn't too bad, but the car was pulling pretty hard to the left there on the final restart. And I don't think I would have been in contention if I hadn't pit there and gotten off the lead lap. But it was still a pretty good result. You know, P12 or P11, wherever I ended up after 3 wins. It's not too bad. It's all ones.
Hey, that's all that matters, right? Especially at the end of the day when it comes to the points championship. You are number one. I mean, granted, we don't have the official number, but you know, just doing the math in our head, you had a 16-point advantage coming in. You finish 11th. We're gonna chalk that up as a win. If we're wrong, I do apologize, but I'm pretty sure we're right there.
Yeah, I've got it. I think it was a 13-point gap. Like Evan was back there too the after the penalty got everybody involved in the wreck but me. So I'll take it.
Wait, so isn't this your second um, ring? I mean, I know it's not in the same league, but we did have Slingshot, I believe. Didn't you win that ring as well?
Yeah, that was the 5 for 5 MX5 series,
Oh,
something like that, whatever it
that
was
is
called.
correct. Yes. Oh yeah, I was racing you in that one. I should remember that, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Some intense battles we had. So now the question is, which ring are you gonna wear the most?
I don't know. This is like my 4th or 5th now. Might have
Oh
them
Lord,
all
you
in
got
my
one for
hand.
each
So.
hand.
Oh yeah, like I gotta start racking up more of those. I gotta find some more rings and get all 10 fingers filled up. So yeah, we'll see. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they're all the same size or if any of them fit me, but it's all right.
Well, I will say rings are more convenient. You don't need such a big trophy case, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, Aaron, great season. Is there anybody you would like to thank for this season?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all the folks at Spark for putting this championship on, all the folks in the races for putting on some good racing over the course of the season, y'all for broadcasting, all the folks for watching. Looking forward to getting back at it whenever I show up next.
Well, everyone's going to look forward to seeing you up next. Aaron Smith, your champion for this season today for our, man, I keep massacring the name. World Series of Asphalt Challenge. There we go. I keep thinking 4 for 4 like it's Wendy's or something. You know what I mean? Messing me all up.
I know you're going to make me hungry, but yeah, I would say, man, just immaculate job by Aaron this season. Obviously had some trouble tonight, but he also had some fans in the chat. Connor Lines was written on Aaron. Yeah, he might have wrecked in the race, but he still won the championship. So good job.
Yeah, that most definitely helps out with the amount of points that he accrued over the season. I mean, he was pretty much set himself up for coming into this race. All he had to do was just start and finish, and that is what he did. I mean, Johnny, granted, this last race was a little bit of chaos. A little bit. Who am I kidding? That was a lot of chaos. But for an overall season, pretty good season. We seen a lot of different drivers running up front. We had different. So this race we had a different winner. But yeah, some of these guys are going to go home tonight too, thinking like, what could we have done different this season? But new season will be starting up for this league here soon, and these guys will get a fresh restart.
Yeah, I mean, that is a good point. We are going to have Monday night late models as we usually do, starting in the beginning of January. And then, yeah, the same week, we have an Xfinity season, Pocket Crew Chief Winter Series, starting Wednesday, the 15th of January. So we're excited for that. It won't be on Slingshot Racing Media, but you can still follow Spark on Facebook and Instagram, and you find all the information there. But yeah, with that said, I think we get into our results tonight. Okay, there it is. Yeah,
Is it right?
So,
Looks like it's
probably not. Who knows?
Well, tonight's winner, I mean, we spoke to him. Justin Brooks, the 33, drove through the field, dominating performance tonight. Ryan Rose was no different. I mean, running top 2 all night. As he mentioned, didn't quite have the speed that he had with Brooks. Kind of hoped that maybe Brooks was held up a little bit, but comes home in second place. James Danforth, Johnny was able to speak to him tonight, especially after last week's kind of heartbreak. Devin Jack in the 49 machine finishing 4th. Jake Maki 5th. Vincent Weaver had an eventful night, we should say, right? Flipped over in the heat race, comes in, finishes in 6th place tonight in the feature. Tom Lickert, 7th place. I think that's his best finish this season. Aiden Neese, kind of heartbreak. We were talking about how fast he was, kind of late race penalty there. Evan Pienta as well in 9th. Cody Kerstetter in the 71 machine. To round off a top 10, I'm pretty sure he's happy. He had a very eventful evening. Aaron Smith, we spoke to, our championship winner, 1 lap down in 11th. Thomas Bergeron, 1 lap down in 12th. Robert Brost ended up 4 laps down in 13th. Jacob Phillips, 18 laps down in 14th after that big crash. Ryan Phillips, no relation, 25 laps down, but he did finish. He was back out on the track, so he did gain a few spots. Finished 15th. AJ Maglio 16th. Chase Berry with an eventful evening is 17th, and then Dave Krajewski rounding out 18th. Samuel Stoner does finish 19th, but he also didn't start. So,
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine maybe he wasn't too happy with the call on jumping the restart or changing lanes or whatever it was, but. Yeah, I mean, you hate to see that. He had a good points run going. He could have probably locked up 3rd place tonight. But, yeah, well, hopefully we'll see him in the next season, right? You know, we love Sam, you know. But.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't let the emotions get to you. I mean, it's easy to do. Tempers flare, especially when things don't go in your way. But at the same time, we've seen drivers drive through the field. Brooks, Jake Maki, right? I mean, and Samuel Stoner has the talent and the speed to do it. But we'll definitely catch him later on in the future seasons.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, with that said, this is our final send-off of the season. We thank everybody for coming out and supporting the league and tuning in the chat and watching these broadcasts. And, yeah, for Justin Wilson, this is Johnny Rapp in the Slingshot Racing Media booth. Have a nice night.